Hello everyone! It's time to tell a tale. My name is Jukie Davie, but you can just call me Jukie. Hey you! Yeah, you! Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check me out on my other social media platforms. It's springtime! Which means the birds are chirping, the flowers are growing, and something very special happens to the weather. Yes, it's beautiful and sunny and all that jazz. But it also rains. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. I love the rain because it makes the flowers and plants grow and it makes the air smell so wonderful and clean. Animals love the rain too because that gives them water to drink, bathe in, and swim in. But there's one little animal friend that doesn't like the rain. My little ducky friend here. Which is kind of weird, because normally ducks really love water. But not this little ducky. That is what makes him special. My good little ducky friend. Ducky, 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 ducky. The book that I'm going to be reading today is called The Duck Who Didn't Like Water by Steve Small. There was once a duck who didn't like water. Duck didn't like swimming in it or paddling in it. And Duck didn't like it when it rained. Not even if it rained. Just a little bit. On rainy days, Duck liked nothing more than curling up with a good book and a hot drink.
I don't need to go outside, Duck thought. I've got everything I need right here.
And mostly that was true.
One very windy and rainy night, Duck was woken up by a loud noise and discovered a hole in the roof.
Well, I can't fix that tonight,
Duck thought. So, Duck popped outside for a bucket and found an unexpected visitor who was lost. Very lost.
Why don't you rest here for the night where it's warm and dry?
Asked Duck. Frog cheerfully agreed, even though Frog liked water very much. The next morning, Duck said,
We need to get you home. But first, we need to find out where home actually is.
Okay, ribbit,
said Frog.
So, off they went. They searched everywhere, but they couldn't find Frog's home. So, they stopped for some lunch. They set off again.
But no matter who they asked or where they looked, they still couldn't find Frog's home.
So that night, they ate dinner, read each other stories, said good night, and went to bed. Ribbit.
The next morning, Pelican dropped by.
Hello, Frog. You're a long way from home.
Wait,
Said Duck.
do you know where Frog lives?
Sure, it's all the way over in the next river, Pelican replied. Need a lift? By way of a goodbye, Duck gave Frog 2 gifts, a good book and a small umbrella. Frog said a big thank you. Ribbit. And moments later, Frog was gone. Days went by. Everything was the same as before, but it felt different. something was missing. So, Duck set off. And though it rained and it poured, and the wind blew this way and that, Duck did not give up. Until, quite suddenly, Duck found Frog!
Home doesn't feel like home if you're not there,
Duck said. And Frog agreed.
Ribbit. So, Duck and Frog returned to their old routines. They visited their new friends, read stories to each other, and, perhaps, most importantly of all, they fixed the hole in the roof. The end.
Springtime for ducklings and humanity.
Oh, it has a duck on it. What a cute little spring story about a duck who makes a very special new friend. I think a lot of you out there can relate to this story. A lot of us have a very special someone or a best friend. And sometimes it's kind of hard to imagine life without them in your lives. I hope you all had a lot of fun reading this spring story with me. If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any great stories. And I will see you all next time when it's time to tell a tale. Goodbye, everyone! Okie dokie. Little ducky, little friend. Little ducky friend. If you... Have you ever wondered what's the deal with the Easter Bunny and eggs? Bunnies don't lay eggs. I mean, what's the deal with that, you know? Well, it's Easter season, so let's talk about it, shall we? I am going to read a story about how that came to be on a specific farm. The Groucher farm, to be exact. Yep, this story is all about a little bunny who helps his friend, who is, you guessed it, a chicken. So, the story that I am going to be reading today is called The Tales of Meadowbrook Hollow, Grandfather Rabbit's Scheme by E.W. Roach, illustrated by Anastasia Klimowska. Who wants to get some carrots? Alex hollered, twitching his nose. And climbing to the top of the rabbit hole so that he could peek into the garden. Not me, replied Steffi, his little sister. I have already eaten the better part of a cantaloupe. Oh. Fine, I'll find someone else who wants to have some fun, the older rabbit said, leaping into the garden. Alex broke into a run, hopping over 2 cabbages and a tomato bunch, before tripping over a sweet potato vine that sent him tumbling. He then rolled over a patch of green beans, past 3 rows of sweet corn, out of the garden and into a neighboring rabbit hole. He spiraled downward and came into an abrupt stop when he landed headfirst on his neighbor's living room floor. Alex, mind your manners,
Mrs. Brussel scolded. You know better than to come in before being invited. Alex sheepishly rubbed his head and said, I'm sorry. Is Raya home? Before Mrs. Brussel could answer, Raya poked her head around her bedroom door, skipped into the living room, grabbed Alex's paw, and pulled him out of the rabbit hole at garden's edge. The sunlight bounced off of the vegetables' leaves and into the two bunnies' eyes. Raya squinted, then looked at Alex and said, I'm hungry. She darted across the garden, hopped over the sweet potatoes, past the tomato bunch, and over the cabbage patch before disappearing. Not again! Alex yelled. Where are you? Don't hide from me! You know that we need to be careful because the farmer and his dog are always trying to catch us. Alex searched the garden for his friend. Eventually, he saw Raya's cottontail poking out from the inside of a large watermelon. Oh, there you are, said Alex, relieved. Raya, we need to be more careful. Raya didn't answer. Alex could hear munching sounds. He grabbed her back legs and pulled his friend from the massive fruit. But Alex, this melon tastes so good! Raya yelled, diving headfirst back into the melon. Alex again reached for his friend. But before he can grab her, he heard a loud growl from behind him. His heart started beating fast. And before he could move, he felt something grip his rear right leg. It was Sam, the farmyard collie. Run, Raya! Run! Alex screamed. Raya pulled herself from the melon, grabbing one last pawful of fruit, and scampered across the garden. Sam dropped Alex and dashed after Raya. Just as Sam reached for the bunny, Raya dove into a tunnel that led to her home. Immediately, the collie spun around and charged across the garden toward Alex. Alex raced through acres of soybeans, an enormous field of hay, and around a small pond. He was so scared that tears sprang from his eyes as he darted between the cows and sheep grazing in the pasture. Finally, the chase was over. The collie had trapped the small bunny against the back of a big red barn. Sam slowly stepped toward Alex, stretching his mouth wide open. And just before Sam's sharp teeth clamped close, Alex was pulled by the ear between two loose boards and into the barn. The collie lunged forward, poked his nose inside the barn, and snapped his teeth. Alex was far from the dog's reach, however, and Sam was too big to slip between the boards. Thank you very much, said Alex, turning around and smiling at the large hen who had saved him. It's not over yet, the hen squawked. Alex turned and saw Sam charge through the sliding door at the front of the barn. With a swoop of her beak, the hen snatched up the small bunny and tossed him into her nest. She then hopped onto the nest and clucked loudly at the collie. Sam circled the fat hen, baring his teeth and growling. Farmer Groucher heard the ruckus. He scurried into the barn and yelled, Sam, get out of there! Leave them birds alone! Sam whimpered and scrambled out of the barn. The farmer chased after the dog, swinging his pitchfork. After a few moments, the hen sprang from her nest. Are they gone? Asked Alex. Sam won't be back for ages, the hen replied. But Groucher will be back this evening to feed us. To feed you? The little rabbit asked. You ask a lot of questions, the hen clucked. I'm sorry, Alex replied. This all seems strange. A farmer feeding animals? Why wouldn't a farmer feed animals? The hen asked. Farmer Groucher has never fed me, the bunny said. In fact, whenever he sees me eating his fruits and vegetables, he tries to shoot me. You're an odd little fella, the hen said. Who are you anyway? I'm Alex, the bunny replied. I I live on the far side of Meadowbrook Hollow, at Garden's Edge, next to Farmer Grouch's garden. Who are you? I am Myra, the wisest of all the hens, the large bird boasted.
You won't be for long.
The younger bird squawked.
Groucher says he's fixing to have you for dinner.
Myra turned to the smaller bird, pecked her sharply on the head, and warned, "Get back to your nest, Kayla."
What does she mean by that?
Alex asked. Farmers raise hens either for eggs or for meat, Myra explained. When a hen gets older and isn't able to lay as many eggs, farmers think they ain't worth their keep. Well, how many eggs do you lay? Alex asked. Usually 2 a week, the hen replied. But I'm good at fooling Groucher. I hop on a younger hen's nest when no one is looking, so that Groucher thinks I laid someone else's eggs.
You'll get caught! You'll get caught!
Kayla squawked from her nest. You better watch yourself, Kayla, Myra warned. I heard Groucher complaining that there's no money in eggs anymore. He says that if things don't change, he's getting rid of all of us. There won't be a hen left in Meadowbrook Hollow. Kayla shivered and buried her head in her wings. You can come live with me, Alex told his new friend. Why, thank you very much, Myra responded. But a hen can't live underground. There must be something we can do, Alex said. Oh, don't worry about me, little fella, Myra answered. You've got enough problems with Groucher and Sam. But you saved my life, and I want to do something for you, the bunny replied. Nothing would please me more than knowing that you have got home safely, the hen said. I can hear the truck leaving. Groucher and Sam will be headed for town. There won't be a safer time. You best be off. Alex hopped to the back of the barn and nudged at the boards with his nose until he found the loose ones. Before pushing his way outside, he turned to Myra, twitching his whiskers, and said, Thanks again. I'm gonna miss you. Be off with you, my friend, the hen clucked. Your family must be worried about you. Can I visit you? Alex asked. Only if you're careful, Myra squawked. Now run along. Alex darted across the pasture, around the pond, through the field of hay, over acres of soybeans, and back to Garden's Edge. Never once did he look back. In the garden, the grand search for Alex was already underway. Alex's mother, grandfather, and sister, as well as Mrs. Brussels and Raya, had begun scouring the garden for him. Here he comes! Here's Alex! Steffi yelled when he saw him. Are you okay? Alex's mother cried, hugging him. It's good to be home, Alex replied. I am okay. Did Sam catch you? Raya asked her friend while she nibbled a large red tomato. Almost, but Maya saved me, Alex explained. Maya? Who's that? Mrs. Brussel asked. She's a big hen, answered Alex. She lives in Groucher's barn.
The barn?
Grandfather Rabbit asked.
Haven't been there since I was a boy.
Alex's mother looked at her son and said, He looks hungry and tired. I think we've asked him enough questions. Alex ate 3 carrots, a turnip, and 4 radishes before he snuggled into his bed. Before long, he had drifted to sleep and was dreaming about Maya. However, the dreams melted into nightmares filled with terrible outcomes for the hen. At about midnight, Grandfather Rabbit awoke to the sound of a whimpering coming from Alex's bed.
Why, what's wrong, little fella?
The old rabbit asked. Alex sat up, hugged his grandfather, and asked, Why are farmers so mean?
What do you mean?
Asked Grandfather Rabbit. Well, Groucher is always trying to shoot us, Alex said.
He's just protecting what's his,
explained Grandfather Rabbit.
You'd do the same. Remember when you pulled Raya's tail because she took your carrot?
But why would Groucher want to get rid of the hens? Alex asked.
They might be getting too expensive to feed,
Grandfather Rabbit suggested. I feel really bad. I think he's gonna kill Maya, said Alex. She saved my life. I must Try to save hers.
Maybe I can figure out something.
Grandfather Rabbit whispered. Now,
Go back to sleep.
have you come up with a plan yet? Alex asked his grandfather. It was the next morning, and his grandfather was pacing around the garden.
I've got an idea,
His grandfather replied.
but we're gonna need help.
Steffi and Raya will help, Alex responded.
Go fetch 'em.
Grandfather Rabbit replied, taking a bite of melon. The old rabbit was saddled on a head of cabbage when Alex, Steffi, and Raya climbed out of a tunnel that led from the Brussels home and into the garden. We're ready! Steffi shouted to her grandfather.
Get me 2 big watermelons, 4 honeydews, 8 cornstalk, 20 feet of grapevines, and a pointed carrot.
The grandfather rabbit said to the bunnies, Yippee! We're gonna have a party! Raya exclaimed.
They're not to eat. Now, hurry along.
The bunnies bustled about, gathering the supplies before returning to Grandfather Rabbit. I'm hungry, Raya whined as she dragged the corn stalks across the garden.
Wonderful. I've got the perfect job for a hungry bunny,
Said Grandfather Rabbit.
You can split the watermelon in half and hollow out the inside. They should fill you up.
Raya dove on the larger of the 2 watermelons and began feasting on it. Steffi and Alex dragged 20 feet long pieces of grapevine over to Grandfather Rabbit, who was sitting on a pile of corn stalks, honeydew melons, and watermelons.
Just what I need.
The older rabbit said, taking one of the pieces of vine. He then connected a honeydew to a cornstalk. Is that a melon-sickle? Ryan asked.
No time for foolish questions, the old rabbit said as he wrestled a watermelon half between the 2 cornstalks. Give me a hand.
Grandfather Rabbit then secured the 2 cornstalks, a honeydew, and watermelon half together, and then raised the free ends of the 2 cornstalks. It's a wheelbarrow! Alex hooted.
No,
The old rabbit replied.
it's a melon barrel. There's enough supplies for 3 more,
Grandfather Rabbit said.
What are you waiting for?
The 3 bunnies eagerly assembled their carts. What do we do now? Steffi asked when they were all completed.
Everyone pick up a melon barrel.
Grandfather Rabbit instructed.
Alex will lead the way.
Alex rolled his melon barrel to the edge of the garden, made sure that Farmer Groucher and Sam were nowhere to be seen, then looked at his grandfather and the 2 bunnies and commanded, Follow me! He led Steffi, Raya, and Grandfather Rabbit in a single file through the soybeans, the field of hay, around the pond, and finally through the pasture. It was nearly evening when they reached the big barn.
How do we get in?
Grandfather Rabbit asked. Alex found the loose barn boards and pried his way into the barn.
You 2 wait here.
The old rabbit told Steffi and Raya as he followed Alex. Grandfather Rabbit and Alex tiptoed to Maya's nest. We came to save you, Alex whispered. You know I can't live underground, Maya reminded him.
Who said anything about living underground?
Grandfather Rabbit asked.
Tell each of the hens to roll their eggs to the back of the barn.
Why? Maya questioned.
Just do as I say.
Grandfather Rabbit commanded.
We don't have much time.
After arguing with Kayla, Myra eventually convinced all the hens to give up their eggs. One by one, they each rolled their eggs to the back of the barn. And, one by one, Alex and Grandfather Rabbit passed each egg to Steffi and Raya, who carefully set them in the melon barrels. When the last egg was passed and the melon barrels were full, Myra asked, What now?
Trust me,
said Grandfather Rabbit. He raised the cornstalk handles of his melon barrel and then followed the 3 bunnies on the long trek back to the garden. Alex's mother and Mrs. Brussel were anxiously waiting in the garden. when Grandfather Rabbit and the other bunnies arrived with the melon barrels filled with eggs. "Do you think we have enough time?" Mrs. Brussel asked Grandfather Rabbit. "It's almost midnight."
If everything is ready, we should have time,
the old rabbit assured her. "We're ready." Alex's mother smiled. She pointed to the 6 grass paintbrushes she had made. Next to them lay 6 honeydew melons, all halved and filled with different vegetable and fruit juices that had been stored for the Easter punch.
We'd better hurry. Tomorrow is Easter.
Raya grabbed a honeydew melon and began to gulp down the juice. "Stop!" Mrs. Brussel yelled. "That juice is for the eggs." Raya apologized. Then each of them picked up a grass brush and began painting the eggs with bright colored juices. "I like the blueberry juice best," Alex said, holding up a delightful blue egg that he had just painted. "They're all so beautiful," Steffi said, dipping her grass brush into a melon filled with deep red tomato juice. Once all the eggs were painted, they were gently placed back into the melon barrels. The eggs glistened in the moonlight as the 3 bunnies and Grandfather Rabbit began their Easter Eve journey. They visited neighboring towns, hiding eggs carefully as they went. The following morning, children cheered as they found colored eggs hiding under bushes and trees. "Easter eggs!" one of the children shouted. "Easter eggs! Easter eggs!" Children everywhere began to chant, spreading news of the Easter miracle throughout the world. Later that day, word of the colored eggs spread to the Groucher farm. "Why can't my hens lay beautiful eggs?" Farmer Groucher wondered as he opened his barn door. All the hens, including Kayla, began to shudder as he approached Myra. However, as Myra was lifted from her nest, cheers filled the room because in her nest lay the most beautiful egg ever. "I guess eggs ain't such a bad business after all," Groucher said, admiring it. Alex peeked out from behind a bale of hay and winked at Myra. The following Easter Eve, and every Easter Eve since then, Grandfather Rabbit, Alex, Steffi, and Raya wheel their melon burrows to the big farm. After a long debate with Kayla, Myra coaxes all the hens into giving up their eggs. And each Easter Eve, Alex's mother and Mrs. Brussel help Grandfather Rabbit and the bunnies paint the eggs with wonderful colors. Easter days are always magical as children awaken to the marvel that beautiful colored eggs bring to the world. The end. And so, that is how the hiding of eggs became a Easter tradition. You know, when I was a kid, decorating Easter eggs was always one of my favorite things to do on Easter. And of course, finding Easter eggs as well. What is your favorite Easter tradition? Do you love decorating Easter eggs or finding eggs on an Easter egg hunt? Or do you like meeting the Easter Bunny every year? I also really love hanging with my friends and family and creating wonderful memories. And that's our Easter story for today. I hope you all had so much fun. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any great stories. I will see you all next time when it's time to tell a tale. Goodbye, everyone!
My back. Oh. Oh.
Pecked her sharply on the head.
Wow. Happy Easter, everyone! I know! Let's go on an Easter egg hunt! Come on!
Hi everyone! I'm here at the park. Let's go on our Easter egg hunt. I'm ready to go. I got my Crocs in sports mode. Ready to go. Let's go! Let's see. Do you see a pink egg anywhere? Is it on the ground? Is it in the sky? Is it in the tree? Do you see the pink egg in the tree? Wow, there it is! Good job! Do you see an orange egg? It's kind of a hard one, huh? Is it in my basket? Nope, I don't have any orange ones yet. Is it in the tree? I don't see any in the tree. Is there any in my shoe? Nope, not in my shoe. Is there any on the ground? Oh, well, it's not really in the ground. It's actually kind of in the tree. I missed it. Here it is. Do you see a blue egg anywhere? Let's see. There's not really any trees anywhere around here. So is it oh, I found it. Ta-da! I think that's it. Did we get them all?
Wow, we got so many Easter eggs! Let's count them and see how many Easter eggs we found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, And 34. Wow. This one's probably my favorite. I like the little flowers all over them. That's really pretty. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to open up one of my Easter eggs. Oh, let's see. I choose this one. There's something inside of it. I wonder what it could be. Do you think it's a toy? Or do you think it's candy? Or do you think it's, a little teeny tiny saber-toothed tiger? Well, that's just about the best little gift ever. It's so cute and tiny. Can I put it on my pinky? What a fun Easter egg hunt! Well, what is this? It looks like an Easter egg basket. Let's see what's inside. Wow, I have all kinds of goodies in here. Let's see what I can find in here. Let's see. Ooh, I got a squish mesh ball. I want to open it.
Except, I think it's childproof.
How do you open up this thing? Oh, got it. You know, this would be a really nice stress ball, too. Let's see what else we have in my Easter basket. This one says tie-dye slime. 2 colors inside. Oh, well, looks like they're already kind of mixed up. I can't really see 2 colors too well. I can kind of see a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange. Let's take it out.
The question is, how do I get it out? Ooh.
You know, I normally don't really play with slime, but I can see what all the kids these days are talking about. This is fun. Looks like flubber. Ooh! We got one more thing in our basket. Let's open it up. It's a Flarp Mega Flarp Noise Putty. So this is slime that makes noises. Wow. Squeeze it again. You can also play with it too. Look, I made an Easter egg. I loved my Easter basket this year.
Oh no!
Now let's decorate some Easter eggs together. Come on!
The first thing you're going to do is boil your eggs. I boiled them for about 10 minutes. And then in some bowls, you're going to put about a teaspoon of white vinegar. And then you're going to put about 3/4 cup of boiling water in with your white vinegar. And then then you're gonna go ahead and put about a teaspoon-ish of food coloring. I might have put a little bit more, but that's okay if you put a little bit more because you're just making the color look a lot more vibrant on the egg. So that is okay. You can put a little bit more food coloring in there if you so desire. Make sure that it's all mixed up. And then, before you start dipping your eggs into the food coloring water white vinegar mix, you're going to make sure you have some crayons nearby because before you're going to put it into the food coloring, you're going to first draw on your eggs. And you can draw whatever you want. You can draw little polka dots. That's what I did first. First I did some polka dots. You can also do stripes. You can do any kind of shapes that you want. You can do triangles. You can do rectangles, squares, stars. I think I did some stars on there too. You can also do flowers. What other shapes exist? Hearts. You can do hearts. Pentagons? I don't know. What's a pentagon? Do I know what a pentagon is? I don't know. Who knows? Pentagons? Parallelograms? Or octagons? I know what an octagon is because octagon is where it has 8 sides, and I know that because oct means 8. So octagon, 8-tagon. Okay, well, that's enough about shapes.
Wow. Let's take a look at these beautiful Easter eggs we decorated together. There's this one that has polka dots on it. And there's this one that has little stars on it. And this green one with stripes. And this blue one. And this one's probably my favorite. This one! Wow, we did so many Easter activities together. We went on an Easter egg hunt and counted all of our wonderful eggs that we found. We opened up our slime Easter basket and we got to play with the slime together. And we decorated some Easter eggs together. And now you know how to decorate Easter eggs at home with your family. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any great activities together. I will see you all next time. Happy Easter! This one's got little squiggies. Little squiggies all over them. Little squiggies, little squiggies. All right, let's go. Here we go, out we go. Here we go, okay.
This is hard.
All right, slime. It's time to meet your doom. That's not good. Sad. Hello everyone! It's time to tell a tale. My name is Jukie. Or should I say, howdy! From Old MacDonald's farm. You know, there's lots of animals here at the farm. Let's play a game! A guessing game. I'll describe a farm animal and you try to guess what animal I am. Ooh, that sounds fun, Jukie Davie. Oh, I know, it does sound like fun, huh? So, the story that I'm going to be reading today is called Early Reader Rhyming Riddles. Early Reader Rhyming Riddles. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Let's try this again. Early Reader Rhyming Riddles. Farmyard! Animals by E.W. Rhodes.
Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I am a bird who likes to walk. Gobble, gobble, gobble is how I talk. Do you know my movements are jerky? Please flip the page. I am a turkey. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I eat tall grass and sometimes hay. Moo, moo, moo is what I say. Do you know? Do you know now? Please flip the page. I am a cow. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I have wings and I am quite large. I peck at everything in the barnyard. Do you know? I'm not a moose. Please flip the page. I am a goose. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. My friends and I walk in a flock. Our wool is used to make warm socks. Do you know? If not, don't weep. Please flip the page. I am a sheep. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. Some say I'm tiny, others say I'm small. I nibble on cheese, but that's not all. I sneak in the barn and sometimes the house. Please flip the page. I am a mouse. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I chase mice. I'm soft as silk. I say meow. I like to drink milk. Do you know? Please take off your hat and flip the page. I am a cat. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. People ride me. I love to run. Eating apples is the most fun. Do you know? Of course. Please flip the page. I am a horse. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I love to swim. I love to quack. I have feathers on my back. Do you know? Or are you stuck? Please flip the page. I am a duck. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I herd the sheep. I guide the cows. Sometimes I bark very loud. Do you know? Or are you in a fog? Please flip the page. I am a dog. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I rise early with the sun. Cock-a-doodle-doo, wake up everyone. Do you know? Do you need a booster? Please flip the page. I am a rooster. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. Oink, 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 I grunt and snort. I'm a bit chubby and rather short. If you know, you can dance a jig. Please flip the page. I am a pig. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I have 4 legs and a long beard. Sometimes I eat garbage. Isn't that weird? If you know, please sing a note. Please flip the page. I am a goat. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I live ground up corn. Do you know this isn't a trick? Please flip the page. I am a chick. Tell me who I am. Oh, please tell me if you can. I plant the corn, I cut the hay. I feed the animals every day. Do you know I don't wear armor? Please flip the page. I am a farmer.
Wow, what a fun game. I hope you enjoyed visiting Old MacDonald and his farm animals and playing this great little guessing game with me. And now, so it seems to be shout out time! I would love to give a big shout out to my friend Spencer from Fall River, Massachusetts. Hi Spencer! Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like a shout out just like this one, you can email me at jukiedavie@gmail.com with your name and where you're from, and I would love to give you a shout out just like this. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any great stories. And I will see y'all next time when it's time to tell a tale. Goodbye, everyone. Early reading rhyming riddles. Early reader writing animal. Early reader rhyming animals. Early reading rhyming riddles. Early reader rhymer. Early reader rhymer. It's the end of the school year, which means that teachers are very busy. And all a teacher needs is a student that fills the school day with trouble. The story that I'm reading today is called David Goes to School by David Shannon. But before we get into our story, I wanted to announce that we've hit 25,000 subscribers! And to celebrate, I'm doing a giveaway. But I'm not going to tell you what the giveaway is. If you want to find out all the information about this giveaway, you can visit my Instagram at Time to Tell a Tale. The link is in the description below. I hope to see you there, and good luck on the giveaway. David Goes to School by David Shannon. I wonder who this person is. Let's see. If it takes place at a school, then maybe it's a teacher? I guess we'll find out. David's teacher always said, "No, David!" No yelling, no pushing, no running in the halls. David! You're tardy again. Sorry I'm late. Sit down, David. David, don't chew gum in class.
But teacher, it's cotton candy flavored.
Porcupine. David, raise your hand.
Touch.
Keep your hands to yourself. Pay attention. Look, it's a dinosaur. Hey, what are you doing?
You can't cut it like that.
Wait your turn, David.
Who started it?
I don't care who started it. Man, what a mess. David, recess is over, but I'm having so much fun. Teacher, I gotta go again. Again? That's it, mister. You're staying after school.
What?
David, have you finished?
Wow.
job, David.
A star? For me?
Yes, David. You can go home now.
Yippee! Come on, David, come play with us, David.
The end. David is so silly. I hope he doesn't give his teacher too many headaches. And I hope you all aren't as much of a troublemaker as David is. At least he knows how to have fun, though. And with that, it's shout out time! I would love to give a big shout out to my friends Sophia and Grant. Hi, kids! I'm so glad you enjoy watching my videos every night as a part of your bedtime routine. That's a really great time to read books, I think, right before you go to bed. And if you would like a shout out just like this one, you can email me at jukiedavie@gmail.com and tell me your name and where you're from, and I would love to give you a shout out. And naturally, if you enjoyed this video in particular, you can give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any great stories. And I'll see you all next time when it's time to tell a tale. Goodbye, everyone!